Yeah, count as
8, 7.
We're not.
Kid producer. 6, 5, 4, 3.
2,
And cue.
We're here, we made it. Hi, Penny and Jamie, and we're doing GetGo.today, and we're super excited that we're actually allegedly live.
Yes, on the interwebs.
Yes.
So
maybe.
Can you just tune in and let us know that you're actually seeing us and hearing us? And in the meantime, of course, we've got the amazing Bernie Zelvis.
Hello. It's good to see you.
That's Bernie.
Yes.
We're going to talk about some pretty interesting topics today,
We are.
including this goose. But before we do, there's a really cool guy we want you to meet, a guy called Paul Hoppy. This is him. Hey, Hop. He's coming from Lake Tahoe. We're doing.
Oh, really?
Show. Yeah. How you going there, author extraordinaire?
I'm going good. Lake Tahoe, huh? Wow.
Yeah. How is it over there? How's the skiing?
Oh, it's fantastic.
You're going skiing right now, really? While we're sitting... Oh, hang on, we're at Bondi Beach, so...
Yeah, it's not
we're
so bad,
doing all
right?
right, yeah.
I'm going skiing after this interview. Usually you have a beautiful powder day. We're having a beautiful powder season.
Oh, heaven.
Nice.
Heaven.
Yes.
So, Hoppy, tell us about Van Gogh's curse. Have you got his curse?
And about the powder too.
I do. I do. Thank you, sadly, for asking. I published a book about a year ago called The Curse of Van Gogh.
Yep.
And as everybody that knows Van Gogh knows, he ripped off his right ear with a sharp implement to impress a girl. And
I didn't realise
Yeah.
it was to impress a girl. I thought it was just because of mental health issues.
No, it's mental health.
It's always about a girl.
I'll stop interrupting.
Yeah. Who's telling the story here? Go on.
And anyway, 4 months later, I was in an operating room having surgery on the very same ear.
Really?
What Van Gogh's here? How did you get that?
Yeah, I had his ear burning.
Yeah,
My right ear.
It's the powder. It's that powder.
And it was rather funny. The doctor, as he was doing the initial exam, said, "Hold on, aren't you the guy that wrote a book called The Curse of Van Gogh?" And he and his team couldn't stop laughing.
Really?
Because of course you got the curse.
You got the curse, Hoppy.
Yeah, right.
Ah,
And
really?
the curse is actually sort of true, sort of fictional, but the book is about the greatest art heist in history, which took place at the end of 1999.
Oh, really?
So how are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're good.
We're all right.
This is our first test, and we're really stoked that you're actually part of this test with us. But we're super excited about GetGo.today.
We are, because the whole thing is everybody can watch this. You can watch it on Facebook, wherever we embed it, really. Twitter, on YouTube, and you can comment on there. And what we'll be doing is we'll be taking our iPads or whatever, going on there and reading the comments. So if you want to say something, if you want to have your say about whatever we're talking about, then just go on there, say, and we'll read it out, and we'll interact with you and do the whole thing live.
And normally you would be on the behind you there. We have the
Yeah, but we're so kind of crap, we can't kind of get
well,
it
your
together.
phone call couldn't come through to our virtual reality screen.
But Bernie's holding you up. How's your arm going there, Bernster?
I'm starting. Well, actually, it's my strong arm. Yes.
Hey, Hoppy, have you seen who you're on top of?
Underneath.
Underneath, sorry. Well, he's
No,
underneath
you
you.
can't see
it.
Do you know who we've actually? Yeah. Do you know who is
that-
actually sitting next to me? A photo of somebody.
I'm gonna guess it's the infamous Jamie Carter.
Well, no, he's actually live with me.
I'm live. I'm right here.
Yeah, there he is.
It's a Roosters player who's in the news today.
Yeah, he's yes.
Now, do you have any NFL players that are this stupid? Really?
NFL.
Jamie, is that a trick question?
So it must just be something about guys that get play football. Well, it's not even football because it's all sportsmen do it.
It's
really.
all about the testosterone.
And alcoholism.
Let me just throw out a name here.
Yep.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Sorry,
That's all.
I get it.
It's all.
Let me throw out another one.
Yep.
We have the National Football League, which is
Yep.
our version of footy.
Yep.
There's a guy named Ben Roethlisberger, and
How's that? Say that again, Ben. Who?
Ben
Roethlisberger, right.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers, the producer knows who he is.
10-year-old Jed's onto
I know
it.
that.
Particularly,
He's number 7.
Oh, yeah.
glorious win. He was in a bar with a bunch of teammates, but the place was packed with all these young women that he had invited.
Yeah.
His famous comment that a reporter happened to catch, this was the evening before he got caught in Delicato with the wrong person. His comment in front of the entire bar was, shots for all my bitches.
Oh,
what a
what a
dude.
fool. Did anybody get that?
What a dude.
Anybody record him saying it?
They got it.
Exactly.
Did people get video of it?
Yes, it's America, and everybody has an iPhone.
His name is Roethlisberger, and he plays for Pittsburgh. It's
Yes.
Hey, the
Pittsburgh's
producer,
Wolverines.
does the producer of your show actually wearing a Golden State Warriors jersey?
He's wearing a Golden
Come
State Warriors.
in, Jed.
Doing Jed.
Come on.
He does, he used to.
Come
Look
on,
at this.
show Hoppy.
There we go, here's the producer.
There we go.
How good's that?
How did you know?
Does he have Steph Curry's number on? Is that the deal?
No.
Maybe.
No, he does
Turn
have Curry's
around.
number. Yeah, turn around.
does
Turn
turn
around.
around.
Oh, he does too. Oh, good one. How good is that?
Dear producer, our my local team is this. I live about 3 hours from San Francisco, so it's the Golden State Warriors.
There you go.
Yes.
Anyway, so how are things in Sydney? What's going on with you guys?
Oh, we're sitting in Bondi Beach, drinking coffees.
As you do in Bondi, because that's what you do.
Exactly, connecting with you guys out there. Loving
Yeah.
chatting to you, Hoppy. We're stoked that we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about your book and about Van Gogh and
Yeah.
kind of cool stuff. And we thought we'd just, see if we could tune in and let everybody else know about what you're up to. Because
Yeah,
So,
yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to do the quick usual thing that I do. That I'll do. Give me 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Story.
yeah.
This is a story about the greatest art heist in history that took place at the end of 1999, and at that moment, the National Gallery in Washington D.C. decided to have an exhibit called "The 100 Greatest Paintings of the Last 1,000 Years."
Wow.
Think about that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
1,000 years worth of paintings.
How do you curate
They
that?
only picked 100. And there's this very, very rich Asian businessman
Yep.
who has sort of blackmailed this art thief who's just gotten out of jail and is determined not to steal again. That he's sort of blackmailing him by threatening his family and things of that sort to steal Starry Night, which is at the
Yep,
museum.
Starry Night. That's the painting, really. Yeah.
We were thought out of school, yes.
and he says, no, I can't do it. It's too high profile, this, that, and the other thing. And then because he's just gotten out of jail, he's just, for the first time, picked up the Art News, which is a weekly newspaper.
Yep.
He's picked that up. And in there, the next day, he sees this article because he has to tell this rich guy that he can't do it, but he's afraid he'll get killed or his family will be harmed.
Yeah.
So he sees there'll be these 100 paintings, and he counter offers and says there's going to be a dozen Impressionists and Post-Impressionists. Monet's going to be there, Van Gogh, Cezanne,
Yep.
all of these greats.
Yep.
He said, I'll steal you the
Yeah.
entire master's collection
Oh,
No way.
but what, you really?
for $100 million, half the money up front,
Yep.
$500,000 in cash for walk-around money.
Yep.
And believe it or not, because he assumes that the wealthy businessman sees it as a horrible bet, and he'll say no, and he'll walk away.
Yep.
And instead, the guy says, "You're on."
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So he has to pull it off, or else that's it. He's over. He's finished.
That's it.
Yeah,
And
it's done.
The entire thing takes place over in the U.S., which is called Thanksgiving weekend, which is
Yep.
towards the end of November.
Yep.
And it's quite cold, and it can be
Yep.
almost wintry and
Yep.
everything. And needless to say, the minute that the thief, that the hero, Tyler Sears,
Yeah.
has the painting in
Yeah.
his hand,
Yep.
out of
Yep.
the frame,
Yep.
in his possession,
Yep.
everything goes pear-shaped, and his next job is just to not get caught. He now has 6 of the greatest paintings that everybody that's ever been to taken an art class would know, and he's now got to get out of the museum without being caught.
wow. Hoppy, are
Wow.
you going to turn this into a film?
Oh. Yeah.
The Hollywood
Well, we
Muffin?
can shoot this.
I can't. I'm not allowed to discuss that.
You got
Yes.
Just keep your mouth shut. Still.
Well,
Yeah,
what
listen,
film?
we won't tell anyone.
What film?
No one on Facebook will know.
Yeah.
For those
Nobody's going to know.
Yeah, no one on Facebook's gonna know.
Yeah.
For those of you that you'd be surprised.
Yeah,
So for
no
those
one's
of you that don't know, the reason that I know Kenny and Jamie and Bernie, and I just am meeting the producer for the first time. It looks like he's drinking like eggnog.
It's mango.
It's an organic mango
I'm
smoothie.
impressed that a kid is drinking eggnog.
Eggnog, yes.
I know these guys because Kenny knows I used to be a screenwriter in Hollywood, and then I did a project with them called Two Chicks at the Flicks, which
Good project.
Yeah, it was cool.
was a
Yeah, it's
fantastic
cool.
thing to do with all these guys.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we loved
So
it.
that's the book, and then that book did well enough that I'm actually starting in on the second book.
Ooh. About another art
The
heist?
characters, and the second book is called Finding the Real Mona Lisa.
Oh, cool.
The real Mona Lisa.
It's not in the Louvre.
Oh, isn't it? And it's only a tiny little thing. I've seen
Really?
it.
It's not in the Louvre?
It's not in. It's in my Louvre, not the Louvre. No,
There was,
no.
hey, Hoppy,
I've got
there
to
was
say,
some-
Louvre's one of my favourite places.
Oh, it's amazing.
I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But wasn't there some sort of rumour that there was a mafioso guy that had it?
Louis.
That's exactly correct.
No way.
It's at a mobster's house in New Jersey.
No freaking way.
There you go.
Okay.
And do you reckon that's true, or are you just making this stuff?
Historically, there's enough things going on with the Mona Lisa that have happened over the last 50 years that it would make sense. Initially, the Mona Lisa, which is now in a much bigger room all by itself, almost like a hallway.
Yeah, that's right.
With its own
Yeah.
wall,
Yeah.
its own
Yeah.
sort of partition wall.
Yep.
It's a-
You can't get to it.
Initially, it was in a smaller room, and in that same room where was a Titian, behind it was a Michelangelo, beautiful paintings. And for those of you that have visited it, three things actually. The first is they always said no flash photography because it can hurt the painting.
That's
The
right.
other thing is they put it behind a piece of glass.
And you're allowed to actually shoot it without the flash photography,
Yeah.
which I did. And people when they walk in, they think that they can't do any photography at all. So I actually shot a lot of stuff, and I had an entourage following me by the end of it all. So I became the star of the Louvre. Sorry, Paul, back to you.
No. The operative word there is Bernie has an entourage, and I have to tell you folks, that's a frightening That's a posse that I would not want to mess with.
Oh, no,
That's
no.
hilarious. Hey, Hoppy, thank you.
That Wiz Khalifa all at once.
OBJ's going to the
Hey,
festival.
thanks so much for tuning in from Lake Tahoe and being our first
Yeah,
live guest.
thank you.
You're a rock star. We love you.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works.
We're going to come back for a much longer.
With the show and
Yep.
go Golden State.
Yeah,
Golden
thank
State.
you.
Go Gold State.
And maybe come and visit us and have a coffee when you're in Bondi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, do
Maybe
that.
down there, maybe we'll shoot at the Fox Studios down in, wherever it is.
Yeah, Fox. Yeah, the entertainment quarter.
thing, yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of entertainment down there.
While they're shooting a film.
Invited me on.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Hop.
Okay, Hop, we're going to come back for a longer conversation too, but this is awesome. Just again, I've got a few more questions, but we'll get to you later. My arm's getting tired, so we'll easy.
Bye, Hoppy.
Oh, good. Oh, God.
He's cool.
That was great. He's so cool, isn't he?
Very cool.
Such an interesting guy. Hey, so
I should have showed him a picture of a trolley and said, "What do you call this?"
I know,
very,
right?
very cute.
Yeah,
Yes. Boom, boom.
yeah, right.
So
They do now they call it shopping carts.
What was that
Trolley
again?
is the things that travel
Yes,
together.
yeah, thanks very much. Yes.
Thank you. You know you're live. Yeah.
So when I went to get a coffee earlier for us, I saw this really cool old East supporter, and he was walking on the street, and heard him talking to his phone because he had his East jumper on his phone. He said to his mate, he goes, "You know what? After this stupid young bloke's shenanigans, I think I'm going to go and be a South supporter." And that's really big. I know, right?
That's big because
It's big.
Luke, what's his name is on Mitchell Street. Grew up on Mitchell Street.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep. So there you go. So unfortunately, the game of rugby league is yet again.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I know, right? What is it with these guys and alcohol and the way they treat women?
I blame testosterone.
Do you-
Testosterone's red.
Do you know what I reckon it is?
What?
I reckon it's the rock star thing.
Yeah, so it's
If
ego.
you're a rock star, You can do anything because it doesn't matter, right?
Okay.
You can do anything because, I mean, if anything, it's going to help your record. Or not that people buy any records anymore, but it's going to help you, and it doesn't matter.
No.
But the thing that these guys don't realise, that I think, is that they think that they're rock stars, and they're not. They're employees.
Yeah, I know, right? It's actually a job.
It's actually
they
a job.
kick footballs around, and that's not real.
And they're employees, and you can be fired.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, it's pretty hard because you're good and then somebody else. But do you know what I mean?
But what's with the whole dog thing, simulating a sex act? That's just like, who does that?
Oh, that's dogs are good. Yes, they have no guilt. Yeah, sorry.
Thanks for that.
Thanks for that,
They
Rev.
got no guilt.
Yeah.
Yes, they need help. Thanks, Rev. Can
Guilt is the
you sort that out? That'd
Yeah,
be
right.
really good.
And so, yeah, another moron that we should mention is Donald Trump.
He's awesome. He's the gift that just keeps on giving.
coming, right?
Yeah.
But how about he won't do, he won't actually do the debate anymore because he doesn't like the woman that is
Yeah.
going to be the adjudicator. I mean, what a misogynist.
I don't believe that. He's a show pony. He's going to be back. You watch.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, he's pulling out just so that everyone gets interested, so that when he comes back, he'll get more viewers. He's a show pony. It's a game.
So you reckon it's a publicity stunt, a game?
You don't think he's going to run?
Oh yeah. He'll run, but
He will do
he
another
will
debate.
do the debate, right?
Right,
You know,
okay.
he'll turn up.
Do you know what worries me? There's two things. What will happen if he gets in? I mean, that's really a token position because they actually can't do anything.
No,
They're
because
president.
Congress has more power.
That's right. But what happens if he gets in? I mean, what does that say? I mean, he can do some pretty...
That can't happen.
Can't do
You
that.
Why can't
Come
he?
on,
He can get in. He can actually get in.
Well, yeah, Bush got in, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Bush
Exactly.
isn't. That's a whole other thing. That's a political family and the whole thing. But if Trump gets in,
True.
it's
Trump.
like what does that say about the people that are putting him there, and what does that say? For the world and how, because I mean essentially it's a foreign country, so why should we be worried? But it will affect us here
course
because
it will.
the decisions they make affect us big time.
Yeah. Reverend, what's your viewpoint?
We need Bernie Sanders. We really, Bernies of the world need to stand up and they need to be voted in all continents. Incontinence, yes, thank you.
I don't think we need a Bernie.
But the producer doesn't think we need.
No, the producer needs to sit down.
Kid producer.
Don't want to do the chat and be quiet. Thank you very much.
He said he wasn't going to play.
He's back to school tomorrow. He's back to school.
Not that I parent from the handbook of irresponsible parenting or anything. I don't.
Yeah. But tomorrow we'll have this show to ourselves.
Yeah, that's right, we will. But we will miss our Jedi.
We will miss our Jedi.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
hard.
That'll be super hard.
Yeah. But what we can do now is we could actually go and talk to somebody that knows about rugby league.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Instantly.
awesome. Yeah.
The man behind That's in Queensland, Mr. Dennis Carnahan. I just have to give him a call on the
Yeah.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
So if I just
Yeah,
go,
good.
can I just
Yeah.
pause that? Thanks.
While he's doing that, I'll just I've got my tap shoes on.
So
and
let's just
I'll
call
just
Janine, shall
like
we?
to- yes.
Let's call him. Hey, Reverend, what about your hat?
My hat. Where's the hat?
Where's your hat?
There's my hat. There's the hat. That's better.
So you kind of not the.
I lost it all because I was holding that phone.
Here
up.
he is.
There we go.
Here we go.
go.
Oh no! FaceTime failed.
No.
Let's have a look.
This is live,
Again.
people.
Let's-
See, we don't need to.
You want to try it again?
Yeah, we're trying. Here he is.
Here we go. Okay. There we go. Hello.
gotcha.
You're on.
You're live on GitGo today.
No one.
You're
yeah,
live.
you're live. You look really good too.
Yeah, you look
Yeah.
great.
You can fix the puffy eyes. What was it? New powders or something?
No, I just got some needles and sucked the puff out.
You've got to suck the puff out. we like it when you suck the puff out. You know, your footy. Yeah.
I put some lights under me, see there's shadows there.
Oh, good one. Actually, it really
beautiful.
makes a big difference, mate. This has
Put a
good.
nice green shirt on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my eyes.
Oh, yeah, we can't see the
Really
eyes.
Really brought them to life
You like
there.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, have a little talk to Ken there.
So what do you think about Mitchell and his shenanigans?
Oh, and shenanigans. Well, I think shenanigans is probably a better word. There was a lot of talk about the lewd act and the disgrace and the. When I heard the first stories about it, I was thinking, oh no, what's he done? But then I saw it, it's like he's a dickhead.
Yeah, exactly. He's
Yeah.
being a drunk dickhead.
Yeah, and to me, the thing that worried me most was him sitting there and the girl going, no, you've weed on yourself, you had to cut my dog, get out. No, And she sat there for ages trying to get him out, and he just wouldn't go.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was embarrassing, right?
Yeah, dickhead.
It's total.
And there's video of all this, Deneen?
Yeah, there's video of all this, and it actually, when you see the video, it looks a lot less bad, and it just looks like a drunken yob.
Yeah,
well, it's all drunken knobs like that. You go,
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like it's a melodrama, really. Like somebody could write a musical about it.
No, it's not a melodrama. It's like you're up with pantomime.
Oh, pantomime, that's right.
pantomime. Yes. We like a pantomime. Pantomime.
The girl who owned the dog, what she should have said was, Fido, he's behind you. I can see a dog coming down the stairs right now. Is that
No, that's my cat. That's
Did you see the cat?
But I hear
Where's
there's
the cat?
talk about animals going on. I'm going to come down.
Oh, there's the cat. That's really funny. Yeah, you could see that.
What else is going on today in sunny Queensland?
What else is going? Well, I'm not in Queensland. I'm in the Horn in Hornsby. I tell you what.
Oh,
the
you're
other
in
thing
Hornsby.
the other reason I wore the green shirt, I was wondering if I pan back, is it possible, Bernie, you're the tech guy, if I
Oh, here we go.
You're walking us
Here we
something, Paul.
it's green, so you can do some chroma key,
Yeah.
and if you could put a little flash up on the screen for a moment, high tech white there, and
It's very clever.
Very good.
that's right.
That's class.
The beautiful thing about Mitchell Pearce,
good guitar.
a couple of years ago, I don't know. I'll give you the backstory on Mitchell. Mitchell, I'll tell it in a song. How about that?
Yes,
good,
let's do
good,
that.
I like
That's
it.
a great idea.
Yeah. Well,
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, it sounds good.
If you're playing Origin for New South Wales, maybe learn a lesson from a bad boy's tales. If it gets you off the midnight and you're out on the drink, just stay home because you get into a stinky King's Cross. Don't go down to King's Cross. Unless you want to have another series loss, don't go drinking late at old King's Cross. Junior started off in Clove Valley. The Cross River led him down to Sin City. Mitchell's rap career then went into a rut when he tried to grab Melissa's bubble for the King's Cross. Don't go down to
I can
King's
hear it.
Cross.
It's fine.
Unless you want to have another series loss, don't go drinking late in old King's Cross.
Yes, sir.
Carnahan, you're an idiot.
Really good.
I loved it.
He's awesome. He's awesome. He's not an idiot.
Mitchell had a night on the grog before Origin, went to King's Cross, tried to grab someone's butt, which, you know, and he got sacked. The consequence was that after a 7-year drought, 8 years, I can't remember how many years, almost a decade of drought, New South Wales won Origin because he was sacked. So my theory is, this is a conspiracy. This has been set up by the New South Wales hierarchy, by the people in the deep depths of New South Wales Rugby League and in headquarters there, to get him out of Origin, because Queensland, Thurston won the Dally M. The Cowboys won the premiership. Queensland won Origin. We've got to get something back to New South Wales. Get rid of Mitchell Pearce. New South Wales win Origin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or
There's
not.
the tip.
Or not.
Oh, I like it. I like
like
a
it
conspiracy
too.
theory.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah, but they're not going to win Origin. New South Wales.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Queenslander, by the way.
Oh, Queensland.
Big Mel's gone.
Guess who else?
Yeah, I know Big Mel's
Big
gone.
Mel?
Yeah.
Who's Big Mel? I don't know. I know nothing about the adult football.
So yeah, I was pretty happy when I heard the news because as look, I'll do some shameless self promotion.
Yes.
Rugby League the Musical season launch 2016 is on March the 6th at the Comedy Store, which is actually 500 metres away from where the Rabbitohs and Roosters play their season opening game at the Sydney Footy Stadium.
Right.
And the main song, the finale of Rugby League the Musical for a couple of years has been my Todd Carney song. And he's highlighted as the biggest villain in league after...
Yep, and that's quite a special song too.
It is a special
It's a very
song.
special song.
I
And
haven't heard
tells
it.
us-
Will you do a little bit for us?
Look, I can do a little bit for you.
Awesome. I love it a little bit. Here we go.
It was a cold winter's night and the grog was flowing at old Joe's down in Sutherland. A young man who's been known to make some poor decisions. A Cronulla football star took his member in his trembling hand. Oh, his bladder was full and his eyes were shining, but being there just seemed like a waste. He stood and he stared at the silver urinal. Then the camera came out And Toddy had a smile, Toddy had a smile, Toddy had a smile on his face.
Yeah.
And then he took a whisk right into his mouth. Oh, and around refreshingly. You got to get the chords for that.
Get the chords right.
He took a whisk right into his mouth. His dream was proud and true. And then the photograph went viral.
I love that. That's genius. No, thank you. That was
really
freaking hilarious.
Good pitching too.
For giving me a new topic to finish the musical with.
Yeah.
That
And
was
that's it.
sensational. And that's Rugby League the Musical. It's quite a
Rugby
good.
League
Yeah,
the
I've been to
Musical.
Rugby League the Musical, and it's
Yeah.
quite good. It's worthwhile going. It is.
Okay.
It is.
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah, come along.
Yeah.
Come along,
Okay.
man, come along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, the link to the tickets for Rugby League the Musical will be in the comments section below. So just click on the link and
Yeah, it
away we
hasn't
go.
actually officially been launched yet, so we've just got to hold off.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Well-
it is March the 6th.
Yeah.
So we ended up with the preview, yeah.
On what?
The preview.
We ended up with the preview of it,
of the launch.
of the launch
Yeah.
for Rugby
Did
League
you?
the Musical.
Yeah, you did. You got the
Yeah, we got the
preview.
scoop.
That was very, very generous.
Wow, breaking news.
I know, right? I know.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So what's next?
So what's
Yeah, what
next?
is it? Well, I was
I don't know.
thinking-
That's the whole thing.
Well,
Yeah, go on.
we've spoken about, some male goose behaviour, so why don't we talk about some female goose behaviour just to make sure that there's no
Stay there for that.
gender equality is happening. What about that doctor in the States that went off on that YouTube driver, and she went on a drunken rage, and she was absolutely disgusting and appalling, and now she's lost her job and position?
I did not see that.
Did you hear about that
Oh,
one?
this is the because these people were they weren't sufficiently Christian for her.
Yeah,
Is that the one?
exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
oh,
Which is
yes.
always